No. Can you go first?
Nah, you're gonna have to go first, G.
Really? You're gonna
Yeah,
make me do that?
yeah, go first.
Alright, so should I just start by establishing the multipliers?
Go for it.
Alright. So in their first fight, Super Saiyan 3 Goku was getting the shit beat out of him by Super Saiyan 1 Baby.
Okay.
Alright. And typically in Dragon Ball, to the level of when Baby dominated, you need to be about 2 times stronger than your enemy.
Um,
As evidenced by Vegeta
no,
versus
I
second form
disagree.
Frieza. What do you disagree on?
Yeah, I disagree that you have to be 2 times. Actually, what's stated within the guidebooks that people reference usually, it's 1.5 times is where you start to dominate, or where you dominate. 1.25 times is where you start to beat the shit out of them anyway. So so at bare minimum, it's like 1.25 times. But no, it's like not that deep. It's not that deep. So
Baby didn't even really get hurt by Goku at all. He was toying with him the whole time.
yeah, that's fine. It should be like 1.5 times. That's what like you can do at that point.
Alright, then we'll go with 1.5.
That's fine.
So Baby is 1.5 times stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And
Can you show me like him being strong? Him doing this? Like, come on now.
in GT episode 31, I think it is, Baby beats Goku with very little effort. He's smiling while Goku punches him, and he just completely dominates him in that fight.
Um, so are you trying to scale like, are you trying to scale Super Saiyan 4 based on the potential unlock as well? Or are you just basing it on the actual multiplier? Because you know how
No?
Super Saiyan 4 works, right?
Multiple. I mean,
Yeah, so what happens with Super Saiyan 4 is it brings out your max like strength, so bringing Goku back to his adult form, right? So you'd also have to take into account the discrepancy in power between his adult form and his like kid form. You're aware
there
of that,
isn't a
right?
discrepancy in power. The
There
only
is a
difference is that he
discrepancy in
doesn't have
power.
as much stamina.
There is a definite discrepancy in power. A
Not
hundred
really.
percent. Yeah, there's 100% of discrepancy in power. The reason why is because we know that what Super Saiyan 4 is it's just a golden it's essentially a golden Ozaru version on top of like what you call it. It's basically like an Ozaru on top of Super Saiyan 3. That's why you get the golden Ozaru and then you go back revert back into Super Saiyan 4 after it. But there's no significant increase in terms of power. There's no like actual shown increase in power. There's only a shown increase in speed and combat
A
capability.
massive increase in power.
Can you show me that?
Yes, Super Saiyan 4 Goku versus Vegeta Baby.
What
This is
about it?
actually
Like
part of my
why?
scale.
Where does Goku's like Golden Ozaru form? Where does that get stronger in comparison to Super Saiyan 4? Apart from the what you call it, him becoming an adult increase of his
Okay.
power, because you
So
know
you know
that like
how
you do know there's a big difference between like Kid Goku's power and adult Goku's power, right? Because you can't
it wasn't
output
in
the amount
GT?
there was
You
because you have
said he
to add
couldn't
it.
last as long.
Do you know what stamina is linked to in Dragon Ball?
Not always linked to Chi.
It's definitely directly linked to chi. You know that when characters in Dragon Ball have less stamina to begin with, their power is necessarily less. Like not necessarily, but it is definitely less than before that, right? So
It's like
we
saying
know
Super.
this for one within like the thing you were referencing in chat with Vegeta's Super Saiyan Blue transformation. We also know this because of what you call it. We also know this based on the Saiyan saga with Vegeta and Goku. We also know this through Namek saga. In the Namek saga, Goku when he was fatigued, he had a lot less power level. And when
But there's
someone
a
went
difference. There's a difference between having lower max stamina and losing your stamina.
um mm, I I think when they get stronger, they just like have more stamina. Like it's pretty blatantly shown.
Think about it like this: Goku has a million times more stamina than you do, at least. But that does not mean you cannot use your full strength, even though you have a million times less stamina
That's
than he
not
does.
the. I'm saying the amount of chi is also relative to the amount of stamina you have. I think the more chi you have, the more stamina you have because chi and
Not
stamina
always true.
yeah. So chi and stamina are directly linked in the sense of If you
Super
have
Saiyan
like
3.
you output chi to like what you call it, you output chi to fucking like you attack your opponents and stuff. But with the stamina aspect to it, we know that as they fire off attacks like kamehamehas and they lose a lot of chi from that, right? Their power goes down significantly, right? So we see a direct link in terms of when your chi goes down, your stamina goes down. It's a like a direct link, not just a punch kick type thing. You know what I mean?
But it's not 100% correlated. Like Super Saiyan 3. Goku and Super
I
Saiyan
think
3
they're
definitely has a lot.
correlated. I don't think it's not a like a 100% certainty thing, but I think it's most likely for us to say that if you have more stamina, you probably have more ki because of the fact that ki and stamina are 100% directly linked in
Okay, so
this way.
you know how base Goku and Vegeta are relative throughout most of the franchise?
No. Oh,
Well, they are.
I
Base
disagree.
forms are almost always similar.
Disagree. Ever since the Namek saga, not been true at all. And even before the
Well,
Namek saga, Vegeta's base was higher than Goku's up until that point.
just because they're not the
So
same doesn't
they've
mean they're
never
not relative.
actually had a same version of like they've never had like a same base power, right? You know this within Vegeta's speech in Dragon Ball Z where he goes, "You've always been a one step ahead of me. You've always had this power over me, right?" And he goes, even when I achieved this Super Saiyan transformation, you were still ahead of me in terms of power, right?
Yes, but they're still
Which means
relative.
which means at the time, which no, because ahead of me in power, right, denotes a significant difference or denotes a fair amount of difference. That's why you see stuff as you know how like Super Saiyan Master Super Saiyan 1 is just you know how Master Super Saiyan 1 is a fucking is just making Super Saiyan as if it's your base form. It's reducing the ki loss, reducing the stamina loss, right? But what that's done is it's given Goku. Well, even with that, Goku's just had this like insane level of power over Vegeta. Even using half of his power, Vegeta is like that nigga is so far beyond me, right?
Yeah,
So
but in their Super Saiyan 2 fight, they were even.
that was because of external factors such as Babaji's magic, and even then, Goku was shown to be holding back because he didn't want to hurt him bad. He didn't want to hurt him badly. He was trying to convince him to stop.
He was only
That's just
holding back
not
Super
true in
Saiyan
this life.
3.
You know, he was holding back in Super Saiyan 2. We know this because you know when Vegeta held him in those binding rings. As soon as Goku got serious about the Boo thing, he just broke out of it straight away. And Goku won that fight, and Vegeta only hurt him because Goku was off guard.
They mutually agreed to stop the fight. When
What?
they were both tired and panting at the end, and then they said we should probably go after Boo
Yeah,
first.
Goku's holding. I think Goku's holding back the entire fight. The entire fight, Goku's trying to convince him to stop. If you're trying to convince someone to stop, without significantly damaging him because he wants him to fight against Boo as well, right? You're not gonna try and fucking knock someone out. You're gonna hold back to an extent, right? And plus the supplementary evidence of me going, well, when Vegeta puts him in his binding chains that he thinks is gonna hold Goku, right? The same Goku that's I'm gonna hold the same Goku that he's been fighting this entire time, right? And then Goku just breaks out of it like it's fucking nothing. And doesn't that show that Goku has more power than what Vegeta expected? Showing
At
that
the
he would have
time,
more power.
yes, but Vegeta also had his guard down because he was literally bitch slapping Goku.
But his key bindings aren't gonna have their guard down, are they? They're fucking key, nigga. They're holding him, right? That key is not gonna change anything. He's trying to gloat on him, but the key he's already used hasn't just significantly dwindled at some point. No, Goku just got mad because he was about to wake fucking Boo, and he was like, boom, got out of it. No,
Then
he
it's a
just had
rage
way
amp.
higher power. That
To
wasn't a
be a rage
rage.
amp.
It
Just
wasn't a
said he
rage
got
amp.
mad.
It wasn't a rage amp. I'm using mad in the sense of like Goku's getting like it's like a tiresome thing. Like you know when you getting you know when you get like little irked by people doing some weird shit to try and stop you from doing what you want to do, right? It's not a rage amp. right? Because we know when Goku's shown a rage amp, it's shown a significant, like a massive, fucking huge difference in power. And when Goku does have these rage amps, he doesn't stop to talk to his opponent straight after. He starts beating their ass.
I can give you the point that in the Majin
If he
Vegeta
had this
fight, Goku was
actual,
stronger.
if he had this rage amp, quote unquote, right, he wouldn't have stopped to talk to Vegeta. He started beating his ass. He would have beat him down badly, and then would have talked to him after. You know that. It's just in Goku's character.
I can
It's
give you
stupid.
that one on the Majin Vegeta fight, but in GT they are relative.
Show me this.
I was about to explain it. Super
No,
Saiyan 1.
relative in terms of. So you're talking about relative in terms of his child form to Vegeta's adult form? Like what the fuck? That I've already established Goku's child form is significantly weakened. We already moved off that.
After he got
You've
his
already
tail,
lost
his
that point.
weaknesses were. After he got his tail, he was able to fight at full power, and Baby says, "You haven't gotten the least bit stronger."
Yeah, you haven't gotten the least bit stronger. Was
Since the tail
so?
lifted his power restrictions. Baby says, even after growing the
What
tail,
lifted his power restrictions?
he said after he got his tail, his Super Saiyan 3 stamina issues were gone. He was able to fight at full
That does
power.
not a stamina issue. That doesn't change anything, right? If I already established that he has a weakened power beforehand, and then when he gets the stamina restriction lifted for Super Saiyan 3 specifically, which only has a like, which is only shown to have a fucking stamina decrease abnormally to abnormally to their normal forms, so normal Super Saiyan 1 and 2, right? All that means is just that it hasn't given him any power increase. It's just given him a stamina recovery like form. It doesn't change anything.
They literally say the tail unleashed his true power.
That's not true because we see that when he goes into Super Saiyan 4, it's shown that he has like there's the statement of his potential. He's like potential as an adult unleashed. So he brought to his like strongest form, which is his adult form. If it was no difference between his child form and his adult form, apart from the fact that his child form gives him a significantly smaller hit area in which he can fight to a better degree, right? Wouldn't he have stayed in his child form, considering it is his max power or max potential? No, right? It's because the adult form has such a great amp in terms of power that the like the fucking utility of him having a smaller hitbox and greater fighting style does not matter.
We see in GT, compared to his End of Z self. End of Z, Goku was roughly on par with Oob when he got serious. He says Oob was as strong as Boo. But later in GT, base kid Goku beats the dog shit out of Rilda, who he admits is as strong as Boo.
Obviously, he's not going to be as strong as Boo. Then I don't see the like. There's just a direct contradiction to the statement. Then
Like,
there's a
Boo
feat that
literally.
con. There's a feat that contradicts the statement. Then I don't see the problem. You can't just try and add this can't just try and add this extra notion and be like, damn, now he's like now the kid form's like stronger. No, it's just not true.
Literally
Right?
says his power is
If
even greater than
do you know
Boo's.
how statements and feats work? You know if a feat contradicts a statement, you throw out the statement. The feat directly contradicts the statement if you say he's as strong as Oob. No. I don't even think that statement's even made. I think the only fucking statement made is that he's the reincarnation of Boo, right? And he's making an estimation on his power. Not that he has the same power. And then we see that Oob goes into a stronger form of himself because he like starts powering up more and starts fighting faster. Right? So
And he says, "You've
we
unleashed your
know that
true
even if
power."
that statement is true, even if we know that statement is true, even if you say that statement is true, it's just in reference to a suppressed oob. I don't care. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
He calls his unleashed form his quote true power. He says, "You finally unleashed your true power," and then they keep fighting.
And what? So what? So you're agreeing the boo fucking statement is like a which color? You're agreeing that the boo statement is like a fucking um is just in reference to a suppressed oob then?
Oh, he compares unsuppressed Oob to Kid Boo.
Show me this.
Give me a second.
I definitely don't think that's true. Like fuck.
Right now I'm pulling up episode 291 of the original sub of Dragon Ball.
It's just got the statements there. Just give me a timestamp and give me a link to it. Should be easier.
I'm gonna find the timestamp.
Good.
What y'all debating?
We're just debating on whether like Super Saiyan 4 or Super Saiyan Blue has a higher multiplier. I think Super Saiyan 4 does for some reason.
That shit is too mid. Oh my god.
He wanted to debate it. I just said okay.
Hey yo, we about to go. I'm on VC my server. This shit too fucking boring. This shit, man. This shit garbage. Ichigo body slam too. Goodbye.
Oh,
Who's getting body slammed?
I say Ichigo body slams to goodbye.
I would knock your bitch ass out. Hey, what's up, clowns? I didn't even realize this nigga was here. What the fuck? When did you get an invite to his server? Damn. Super. Holy fuck. Ugh. See, BlankRaza, blame all this on Plutus because I have a way to get my character stronger than any multiplier you have. Or my like multiplier higher than any multiplier you have.
I also have an argument for infinite multiplier, but I'm not gonna use it.
I have a
Alright,
bigger
look at
one than
Scan.
infinite. I have a bigger one than infinite multiplier.
Look, you can see Oob actively overpowers base Goku here.
I
This is
don't.
unsuppressed Oob.
Show me it's unsuppressed Goku. Show me that Goku's like unsuppressed in this. Because the only thing you're getting out of this is either the statements are wrong and the feats contradict it, or the statements are right and it's a suppressed Goku, so it doesn't matter. So pick your poison.
I'm dropping another scan.
That was nutty as shit.
Okay, so they're even. So that doesn't change. That doesn't prove that Goku's unsuppressed. There's no implication on Goku's strength. Who says that they're even for one? And why do they have a bearing on Goku's full strength?
Anyone educated enough to make the claim would know Goku's strength.
That's not true. If I see two niggas fighting with superpowers and I see that they're going on par, the thing I'm going to say is these niggas are fighting evenly. But it doesn't mean I have a bearing on their full strength. It's just a stupid claim. Right? And we know that if this is from the announcer, which I'm sure it is, right? The announcer just does that shit to get the crowd riled anyway.
Their
even if he
fists
says,
are
"Oh, they're
combined
even,"
with electricity.
so what? That doesn't prove anything. That just means, oh, they got electric fists, nigga. Right? You can do that with you can do that with like any lower form of
Another
power.
one.
Like, I don't see the problem with that. You really got me that time. Doesn't show that Goku's like unsuppressed. Doesn't show it in any way, shape, or form. It just means that he got his suppressed form. Like, I don't see the problem.
Another one.
Oh, all right, come on. Doesn't do anything. Like, none of these show any implication that he's going full strength. He's just having a fun fight. And we know
Implies it
Goku.
won't be
We know
restricted.
Goku. We know Goku. We know Goku's it's in character for him to continuously fight at a level of his opponent, especially with friendly bouts, because he likes to fight. He fights for the fight itself. Vegeta states this in the same monologue I presented before. He goes, "You don't fight for pride. You don't fight to win. You just fight to fight. You just fight to test your limits, and you just fight to have fun." Like this nigga just fights to fight. Like none of this changes anything. All these scans do not prove it. You have to have some sort of definitive like implication or a definitive statement in which he has he said, "I'm going all out" or whatever. But it just doesn't show up because he's not.
You can see him getting
And
pushed back by Oob.
even after the fight, so what? It's just his suppressed form's getting pushed back. So what? None of that implies that he's going full power. You can get pushed back while holding back. And we know Goku does this religiously. Like, this is a creed to Goku that he fights people on par with what they are when he's doing, at the very least, when he's doing friendly battles. Even when he's fighting people who want to kill him, he does this. He gradually moves up to his power level.
Even if I did surrender this point, which I don't, he later has a statement that shows he's stronger than his old Super Saiyan 3 self.
So, what's the,
Meaning,
like, for one, show me this statement, and for two, why does that matter to the multiplier? It doesn't matter to the multiplier, it just matters to his actual strength within battle. Like, I don't care.
how did this tangent start?
Nigga, you was just trying to prove some bullshit that you couldn't prove. Like the what you call it, the potential thing or the stamina thing. You just never, you just can't do that. You can't prove it. It's just not possible for you. I'm not gonna, like, I'm actually being serious. It's not possible for you. You're not gonna get this. The only thing I know to be true is that the Golden Ozaru is a 10 times amp on top of Super Saiyan 3 and Super Saiyan
It's
4
way
is
bigger than 10 times.
no, it's not.
It's over 16 times stronger than Super
Why?
Saiyan 3. Okay. Baby alone is 16 times stronger than Goku. For the Golden Ozaru to beat the dog shit out of Baby like he did, he would have to be over that limit.
That's not true.
Yes, he would.
No, because the Golden Ozaru, like the primal form of Super Saiyan 4, brings you back to your original strength. It's just a multiplier of your original strength rather than a multiplier. Otherwise, there'd be no reason for them to say, "Oh, you've been brought back to your original form in Super Saiyan 4," which is just the condensed Golden Ozaru, his primal state. Like, I
Blatantly
don't
say
see it, like,
Ozaru.
that's a dumb fucking, that's a dumb point.
They blatantly say Ozaru is a 10 times multiplier, not to just bring you back to your prime.
If they say it's a 10 times multiplier, then if we can go the non-contradictory route and then just say, because I think the non-contradictory route is the most logical route because it provides the least amount of illogical assumptions, right?
Talking about base
It's just
Ozaru.
that it just brings it back. Like, I don't see the problem. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't bring it back. It just doesn't, like, change anything. Just bring him back to his original power. Like, you're not gonna win this point.
There's no statements for that.
The implication is there based on for one, we know that he's like, wait, I can't even, for 1 second, let me just, it's just like, I don't see the, what you call it? I don't see where you're like, you're getting off on this tangent. It doesn't,
Golden Ozaru has no statements about returning someone to their prime or their greatest form.
it's shown directly,
It's literally not.
because we have the 10 times, we have the 10 times increase for
It's more-
Ozaru, and we know that Golden Ozaru is just the Ozaru form of a Super Saiyan 3. So it should be 10 times over Super Saiyan 3, right? Which doesn't contradict anything. Right?
That would make it
And then we
4,000
have
times base.
no, I make it 4,000 times base, sure, but that just makes like Super Saiyan 4 4,000 times base. I don't see a problem.
No, it doesn't. Super Saiyan 4 is way stronger than Golden Ozaru.
Quantify it.
About 1,000 times stronger.
Why?
Baby Super Saiyan 3 Uzaru had 1,000 times more Bruce waves
Why
than
is
normal.
it what 1,000 times? So boost waves don't directly correlate to strength. I don't care.
They
It
say
just
directly
brings your
that
primal state
17
out.
million Xeno. They said directly that 17 million Xeno. Oops, not 17 million. 17,000 Xenos of Blitz waves brings it out a 10 times multiplier and causes the Uzaru form. Baby got over 17 million.
So
It stated that Blood's waves directly correlate to power level.
no, they don't.
Yes, it is. They say Brute's waves are literally just
Show
power.
me. Show
Baby is
me.
literally restored by Bulma shooting Blood's waves at
Show
him
me.
in a few minutes.
Show me the blitz waves being directly correlated to power. And even if this did, this only gets you to like, what is it, 4 million? Is that what you're saying? Because it's 1,000 times stronger? 4 million? Because if you said 4 million, I wouldn't even care. I actually wouldn't even care. Because I could just get it higher with normal scaling. But you wanted to say 4 million?
I'm gonna find the scan.
Are you wanting to say 4 million? Are you fine with saying 4 million? Because I'd rather just get this over and done with.
That's bigger than 4 million.
No, because you said it's 1,000 times over 4,000. Don't try and change your statement now. I'm not going to allow you to go back on that.
It's way more than just a 10 times on top of
No.
Super Saiyan 3. We see Golden Uzaru Goku kick the living dog shit out of Baby's Super Saiyan 3 form. Baby is already more than 10 times stronger than regular base Goku. Base to base. Okay, found the scan.
All right, I'm back. All right,
I found the scan.
I text you a scan, so it's like, yeah.
Sorry. Alright. Blood's way is directly correlating with power. This was after Baby got his ass knocked out.
I'm being filled with power, so it doesn't mean that it's like the more blitz waves you get, the stronger you get. Like linearly, anyway. Doesn't mean anything linearly. We just have an unquantifiable amount, even if you want to say it's a little bit stronger. So that doesn't matter. It could be 1.5 times, it could be 2 times, it could be 1 million times. We don't know, so you can't make a claim on that.
They say that this boost
So
only
the
brings him out
highest
to
you're ever gonna get, is 4 million. So you can take it now, right? Or I can just debunk it down to an unquantifiable amount in which you can't get it higher than 4,000. So pick one.
Baby's Super Saiyan 3 Uzaru is 4 million.
4 mil. Do you want to say? Do you want to say that Super Saiyan 4 Goku is 4 million?
Then you have to add on the 16 times stronger that Baby is than Goku. 64 million.
No, it's an unquantifiable amount. I'll just stick with that. You get 4 million max. It's an unquantifiable amount. You can't prove anything
Not
higher.
unquantifiable.
It is unquantifiable. You cannot show me that it's a direct fucking linear link between the Blutz wave amounts to the power level amp. There's just a power level amp based on the Blutz waves. We just know it's unquantifiable.
We'll find the scan that says it makes him much stronger than normal.
Yeah, it can be much stronger than normal, but that's still unquantifiable, nigga.
If I get the scan, will you at least read it?
I'll read it, but it's still unquantifiable.
I was paraphrasing. I don't mean literally.
It says he's much stronger, right? It does not say
It's not.
anything about it being. Is there anything that says it's a linear increase? When you get 1,000 times more blood waves, you get 1,000 times more stronger. Does it say that?
Let me find it.
Because if it doesn't, it's an unquantifiable amount in which I don't give a fuck. In which you can only say 16 times stronger than 4,000. Which I don't care. Which is like 64,000 plus an unquantifiable amount in which you cannot prove higher. Okay?
16,000, 17,000.
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. My Discord, it said my Discord crashed, so I had to reload it. Discord, but doesn't matter about the amount of blood.
Basic 17,000 brings baby to full strength.
It does not matter about the amount of blood wave. There's no linear correlation between the times in terms of blood waves and the times in terms of power up. There's no linear correlation. So you can only say he gets much stronger, but there's no quantifiable amounts. You can't fucking put a number on it. So you can't say it's anything.
I can quantifiably say it's more than 400 times.
No, you can't.
But, okay. Spirit
Show
Bomb
me.
roughly amps you like 400 times based on Goku versus Kid Buu.
Why?
Okay, because the Spirit Bomb was able to do Super Saiyan 3 levels of damage.
The Super Saiyan is different to Goku. It's not something to attribute to Goku's strength. It's nothing to do with Goku's strength, so it doesn't matter.
Yes, but it does work for baby.
Spirit bombs have fluctuating power levels. We don't know we don't know the amps. We don't know the differences.
That was the fluctuation when it was given from the entire Earth's population.
No, we don't. We don't have a fluctuation. We don't have a we don't have anything that's quantifiable. We just have an unquantifiable amount because we don't know who's giving it and we don't know how much is given. So again, it's unquantifiable. Everything you're saying is unquantifiable. So nothing matters.
As shown in the battle with Buu. When given energy from all of Earth's population, it roughly equals a full power blast from Super Saiyan 3, as shown by how it killed Buu.
Obviously not. Obviously not. But it's just not true. It's just not true. No, I'm not gonna let you finish because it's not true. Right? Because the full power blast from fucking Super Saiyan 3 did fuck all to Kid Buu. We know it's not true. We don't know. We don't have a quantification.
He said if Goku was allowed to charge his chi up to max in Super Saiyan 3, he would be able to kill Buu.
That's just Goku trying to be cocky. He didn't
That
fucking
was
do it.
Vegeta saying that.
No, Goku said it. Vegeta just fucking like reiterated what he said.
No, Vegeta said, if I let you charge up to Super Saiyan 3, your chi should be strong enough to kill Buu. How long do you need? And Goku says 1 minute.
To kill Buu?
Yes.
But why is it that why is it that when he was full strength he couldn't do that? Why is it different?
He was screwing around.
No, he wasn't. He got his entire fucking family killed. Why would he be screwing around after that?
And he implies it's only a single shot. He has to use a full power blast.
It's just not true. It's just not true. I'm sorry, but it's just not true. There's no implication.
Vegeta was ready to be fully fucking erased, and he was willing to try it.
He was willing to try it because that's the only option they had. Because Goku's the only person who's strong enough to do that shit.
Just to even try to even
he's strong enough to attempt it. Sorry, misworded.
We see them even in the fight earlier. Goku literally says, as his main complaint, Buu's chi does not lower.
So
it stays the same.
So
Goku's
it's still unquantifiable. Everything you're saying still comes back to an unquantifiable difference. Holy fuck! BlankRaza. Right, I'm sorry, but it's all unquantifiable. If you want to keep going on this tangent, we can just go to conclusions because it's unquantifiable. You cannot quantify it. You cannot say it's like a certain amount stronger because each time they fluctuate, each time we don't know how much is given, each time we don't know the strength of the spirit bomb. So it's all unquantifiable, right? We can go to conclusion. We don't have a quantification. How much energy specifically? We just know that what the range of what he's gathering energy from, right? We don't because you have to voluntarily give energy. So we don't know. Holy fuck.
We know he got it from the entire Earth's population. They say that several times.
We don't know how much energy is given because we know that the energy given takes away from your lifespan. You know that, right?
We just need a rough estimation.
No, we don't have a rough estimation, and even then, we know that the energy given directly correlates to your lifespan reduced. You know that, right?
Doesn't lower your lifespan.
Yes, it does, because you know what it is? It's life energy. It's force. They're giving away life force.
Literally just
Genki.
makes you tired. It's just
What
some
is
Genki.
what is Genki?
It's one of the 3 components of Chi.
It's life energy. Your life force.
Yeah, Baby does something similar to that. He not only takes the
Look,
entire compound's Genki, but he takes their Shuki and Yoki as well.
did they die?
Oh, but he took most of
Then
it.
he didn't do it. He just took their over. He just took their other components to the part. Like he didn't kill them, so it didn't matter. Life force. Life force directly takes away from your life. The direct life energy directly takes away from your life force because it's the components that make you alive. If you lose some of that, then you don't get it back. Like I don't.
Goku took one of those 3 components from the Earth. Baby took all 3 components. Just not all of the percentage
It's
values.
still
He took like 90% of everyone's.
unquantifiable.
It's still better than Goku's Genki Dama.
It's still unquantifiable. I don't care.
Fine, then we could just use the Gallic Gun multiplier.
What's the Gallic Gun multiplier?
Roughly 3 times.
Why?
Gallic Gun Vegeta was evenly matched with Super Saiyan 3 Kamehameha Goku.
Who?
With Kaioken times 3 Super or not
Kaioken
Kaioken,
times 3 Goku Kamehameha.
yes.
Yeah? The Kaioken
Kaioken
times 3. Yeah. So,
Kaioken times 3 Goku's power
and they
level was
were
roughly
evenly
56,000.
matched. No,
Yes, they were
Kaioken
in a
times 3.
deadlock.
No, whoa.
Vegeta
You know
says
that
his beam is exactly as strong as my Gallic Gun. Goku has to go to times
Yes.
4 to win the clash.
Yes, but your power levels are completely off. He had 24,003 power level.
Then you add the multiplier for the Kamehameha, which is
If
2.2
they're if
times.
they're e- why is it 2.2 times?
Based on his fight with Raditz, a full power Kamehameha will boost your power 2.2 times.
Show me that.
Okay, so he says that Raditz says that Goku's power level raises it to 942 from his already 430.
Show me why that's like accurate for everyone. Like, because you know that Kamehameha has differentiating power, considering the amount of time they take to charge or the amount of time they take to use. Right, like the amount of power that's put into using it. It just changes from Kamehameha to Kamehameha. I don't care. It's all you're bringing up is just things that are fucking like they're wavy. They're different. They differentiate in terms of power level. So you can't make a claim on it. Holy fuck! Like Raza, you get like just agree to 4 million because you're actually just not getting anything higher without like getting beat up badly, and you're gonna get way lower. Like I'm doing you a favor by saying 4 million because as this is going now, you got a max of 64,000. Like I'm sorry, like. So do you want to take 4 million?
Give me a second. Trying to find the Kamehameha scan.
Do you want to take 4 million, or are you like gonna lose to 64,000? Come on now, pick it. Like you're actually just making it so much harder for yourself.
Just give me a minute.
Your 4 million has a chance against my Goku, right? Because you can just debunk my Goku thing. You cannot win against a 64,000 because I can get Super Saiyan God higher than that.
Get it much higher than 4,000 as God.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm saying if I beat you on this, right, which I'm going to, right, you're going to get 64,000 max, right? What you're gonna like, or you can take the smart route and take 4 million.
Okay,
Like
look at scans.
SRW,
I found it.
SRW, SRW.
Found it.
You hear SRW?
What?
Which one would you take? Would you take the 4 million, or would you just like lose to 64,000?
Bro, I'd have faith in myself, dude. I could do anything. I'm getting the 32
Against
million.
me, against me,
Fuck you. I'm getting the 32 million.
against me.
Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Holy fuck.
Against Kamehameha raised Goku's power to 924.
So it fluctuates. Don't care.
It's a full power Kamehameha.
Fluctuates. They all fluctuate, so it doesn't matter. Don't care.
It's a full charge attack.
They
It
all
doesn't
fluctuate. I don't care. We know it
Yeah, we
fluctuates
said
because
that
they're
as a
charged.
baseline because we know it gets
They're
bigger.
charged. No, we're not going to say baseline. You said that's full power.
200% baseline.
You said that's full power. Goku had a significantly less time to charge than Vegeta in their clash as well.
Okay, then Vegeta's would be stronger.
Vegeta would
Yeah,
just have charged up more. Like again,
Yeah, as
they
such,
fluctuate.
his multiplier would have
Again,
been
they
higher.
fluctuate. Again, they fluctuate. I don't care.
But this is a no
It's all
charge key blast.
quantifiable. It's unquantifiable.
It's
It's less
literally
unquantifiable.
quantifiable.
you
No,
watch.
it's not. It's not because they fluctuate. If they fluctuate, you can't have an accurate grasp on it, so it's unquantifiable. We can't just make a rough
Can-
estimate and just go with a rough estimate anytime we want. No, I don't agree to that. That's fucking dumb.
Can know the
Right,
low
if you want to
ball,
rough, no, I don't want to lowball them. I want you to give me a quantifiable amp that's not fucking ladled in some random fucking bullshit that I can pick apart
on
and
the low
destroy.
ball, it's 2.2 times.
No, it's
You rise
unquantifiable.
from a power level of
No,
420
because you
to
said it's full
920.
power. You said it's full power. You said that's the maximum because you said it's full power, right? So you're saying that's the maximum, right? But we have a fluctuation, so I don't care.
Bro, he literally jumps up and immediately
I'm
fires it.
telling you, it doesn't matter because it's a fluctuation.
What the
You
fuck
said
do
it's
you
full
want?
power. You said it's full power. You said it was full power. So maximum is 2.2 times. Not minimum, maximum.
Full power as in he's not holding back.
No. You can't just change that now. I don't agree to that. That's not with the context. That's not the context in which you meant it. And you know that. Stop being weird.
This is the literal panel before that. This
Stop
is
being
the
weird.
exact page before it.
It doesn't
See
matter. You
Goku
said full
jump up
power.
and
You said
instantly
full power
fire.
already. You said it's full power already. I'm not letting you
Full
backtrack.
power as in he's not holding back.
I'm not.
Not as
No,
in he
that's not what you
charges to
meant.
the
That's not what
limit.
you said. That's not what you said.
How do you know what I mean?
It's not what you meant. It's not what you meant. I know that's not what you
It's
meant because you would have
100%
said
what I
that way
meant.
earlier. You would have said that way earlier because it's a massive plot point. It's a massive scaling point. You would have said that way earlier because I know you would have. I know full well because of what you've been doing
We've
this entire
debated with
debate.
me enough times to know I fucked up like this before.
But it's your problem if you fuck up. Not my problem. When I'm debating you, I'm BlankRaza. I'm telling you, when I'm debating you, I'm not gonna go let you off easy, am I? If I did, it'd be a disrespect to you.
You just acknowledged that you know I fucked up what I said.
You
Here's
can
the
fuck up.
proof.
You can. I've seen you fucked up before. Doesn't mean I agree that you fucked up here. I think you knew what you meant and you're trying to change it now. But I think you fucked up, but not in the sense that you're saying it. You fucked up in the sense of you realize now that I've caught you up on you saying it was full power and that's 2.2 maximum, right? And you're trying to get it higher, so you're trying to fucking like change it up now, right? I don't care about that, right? That fuck up is
Even
not
if
a
I did agree
fucking
with
fuck.
you,
That is
even
not a
if I
fuck
did
up.
agree,
All right,
even
so
if I
then
didn't
I don't
fuck
care.
up, even if I didn't, we still know that Vegeta fully charged his Gallic gun, and Goku fully charged his Kamehameha.
He didn't fully charge it. We know that he didn't because Vegeta fired it as he was charging. He didn't have a full. He didn't have like a significant. He didn't have nearly the same amount of time as Vegeta because he had to bounce up to the thing, and then Vegeta was already charging it and shouting at him, and then Goku was started charging it as Vegeta was about to fire. So Vegeta had a
And this
way
shit has
longer
no
time.
charge time. No charge time. He
What?
jumps up and immediately fires this one.
You already fucked up on that. I don't care.
There is evidence to prove my
You already
point.
fucked up. It doesn't matter. You already fucked up on that. I'm not gonna allow you to backtrack.
I didn't concede the point, so it's
Yeah,
not
I'm not
backtracking.
gonna allow you to backtrack.
Backtracking because we're
Yeah.
still on the same point.
No, he's still backtracking within of the same point. It's a separate scaling point within of the same point. Same like whole big point, right? But you've already made this statement. The statement has been agreed upon, right? And now you're trying to backtrack on said statement has been agreed upon, and I don't agree to that. I don't like that. That's weird and it's fucking ratty. Don't do it.
We were just debating the boost.
I don't
have
care.
proof.
I don't care. I don't care if we were just debating it. We've already agreed upon a set thing, right? And then you try to go back on the set thing. I don't agree to that. I think that's fucking weird. Stop doing that.
Okay then.
I told you, I'm not. I told you, BlankRaza. Like after this debate, I'll be chill with you and stuff, but I've gotta put work on you whilst we're debating. You know what I mean? Do you understand, right?
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Saying
So I'm
what?
not trying to. I'm not trying to like. I'm not trying to like get like annoying with you and shit like that. I just like this is how I debate. This is like how I like how I make it easier for me to win. I'm not gonna make it easier on you.
At least
I
you're
don't
not
want to make it.
servers.
If I make it easier on you, right, Raza, if I make it easier on you, what happens is I'm disrespecting you at that point. 'Cause I'm not showing you. I'm not showing you like enough respect to go to treat you worthy enough to not go easy on you. You know what I mean? I don't want to disrespect you that way, and I'm sure you don't want to get disrespected like that.
And then,
Do
but we
you?
can still apply this boost to the revenge death
No,
ball.
no. What you want to
Literally
apply 3 times?
to the revenge death ball.
Oh, come on, bro. You're only get like if this is like maximum, bro. You're getting lower than 4 million. Just take the 4 million, bro. I'm being nice here. Like I'm actually being nice here because it's just gonna save us a lot of arguing. Like even with the 3 times boost, it's not gonna do it. And I like just take it, bro. Just take the 4 million because it's higher than you're ever gonna get. Please,
4 million, fine.
fine, right? Thank you. Like I'm like that's the only time I've been easy on you because I know you can get four. I know that 4 million is. I would be fine with 4 million. That's good faith for me. Yeah.
That's just base Super Saiyan 4. I want to clarify that.
What do you mean by this?
As in, no amps.
What amps?
Go Furu Power Saiyajin Genkai Toppa.
What's that?
Ultra full power Saiyan 4.
What do you think the boost on top of that is?
At least roughly equivalent to a Dragon Fist.
That's like a Kamehameha level boost, like
Oh
maximum
no, it's way
2.2
bigger.
times. It's
Way
definitely
bigger.
not. Definitely not. Goku
Kamehameha
went for
times 10's 22.
So what you call it? The problem is right. Is that Dragon Fist is like a. So if we go by like how Dragon Fist canonically is, it would be around a. It went from Goku goes from like being like 180 base power to one-shotting Demon King Piccolo.
That's not the Dragon Fist.
That is the
It's
Dragon
just a
Fist.
regular punch.
It's a Dragon Fist. It's Dragon Fist.
Bruh, no, it's not.
Sorry, it's a Dragon Fist. If I'm wrong, like,
It's
fuck
Nuzaru
me.
Fist.
Same thing.
No, it's not.
Definitely is. I don't know what you're talking about.
Bruh. You dick.
All right, wait. What are you trying to
Bruh,
get? How much? What's the multiplier you're trying to add?
88 million.
No, not happening.
Alright,
Not
listen.
happening. It's not happening. Oh wait, are you saying that? Are you saying that full power Goku would be 88 million?
I'm saying the form of full power Saiyan 4.
That's fine.
Full
You can
power
have it.
Saiyan
You can
4.
have it. I don't care. You can have it. I don't care.
Okay. That's
You can have
88
it. Okay.
million on top of the previous
I
4
just, I
million.
was right. Are you aware that Goku's like, right? So are you right? I'll just go on to Super Saiyan God. Are you aware that Goku gets an inaccessible amp in terms of strength?
He does not.
He does. So I'll show you. So Goku goes from being like a third or fourth dimensional being,
Before you do.
depending on what type of like scaling you want to use. Goes from third or fourth, and then he goes from that to being a sixth dimensional being. Are you aware of that?
Does not go to being 6-dimensional.
Yeah, it does. I can show you.
Wait.
Yeah, I would. Right. So, are you aware of what the? Because I'm using the anime for this, right? So,
You're gonna talk about the macrocosm being 6D?
Yep.
You could already
100%.
destroy it.
What? Yeah, I
You
don't
could
think
already
so.
destroy it.
I don't think so. I don't think he could destroy the heaven realm in its
Yes, he
entirety.
did. In the anime, it was stated he was able to blow up heaven with the key ball he was charging.
It's just not what key ball.
Do you remember when he teleported to heaven and just started beating the shit out of everyone?
I don't think it destroyed the entirety of heaven. There's no like.
He said it would.
No, because we know that a stronger form of Boo used his like full power and only destroyed like a fourth dimensional space time.
Well, in the anime, Kid Buu is for
So
some
I
reason
think
stronger.
it's just contradicted. No, he's not. He's just
The
showing that he's
anime,
not.
not only is
He's
Kid
not
Buu stronger,
I
Buhan
think
is
it's just shown to be. I
destroying
think
all
it's
the
just shown to be
barriers.
which color. I think it's just shown to be something like a. I don't think Kid Buu is stronger than Buhan in the anime at all.
Stated by the fucking narrator.
Um,
And the narrator's
where?
omnipotent.
Oh, no, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
Narrator can be wrong. The narrator could just be. They can be akin to the author, and the author can be wrong. It's just. I don't see the problem.
This is basically a quote from Koyama
Statements
himself.
can be right. So here you go. Here you go. I'll just debunk it right now. So are you aware that Goku states in the anime that he couldn't like him after he unfused, like and supposedly is like this fusion amp like Goku that can fight Kid Buu. Are you aware that Goku states that he can't even fight Super Buu?
Because it doesn't make sense doesn't mean it's wrong.
It definitely does. It's illogical. So I'm telling you, what you call it? So he can't fight Super Buu. He's saying it's above Buhan. Buhan is a what you call it? Buhan is Super Buu in addition to more power.
We saw in the fight with the Image Warriors in Buhan's body that Goku was able to take on while in base Ultimate Gohan.
I think that's like a weird level of. I don't think that's like the same level of strength for one.
They say they're
It's
the straight. They say they're the same.
no, I disagree because he what you call it? You see for one, you know how Goku and Gohan are fighting evenly in base. They're also fighting evenly in Super Saiyan 1, which means the power is fluctuating. I don't think he go that Gohan is at its full strength because it keeps gaining power. So
It was
you can't
Ultimate
put
Gohan the whole fight.
wait. But I'm telling you that if Goku has a 50, I think it's 500 times, but 500 times amp on Super Saiyan 1.
50.
That's 500.
It's 50.
500 for Mastered.
No, the fuck it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Super Saiyan 2 is blatantly stated to be 100 times. That's like saying Master Super Saiyan
No, it's
stronger
not.
than
It's
Super Saiyan
stated to
2.
be 2 times Super Saiyan 1. Never said
In
it's
that
stated to be
same
100.
guide, Super Saiyan is said to be a 50 times base multiplier.
But then that's the original Super Saiyan. You know that there's
And it's
a
saying
you know that the guide from
it's
El Manga Legendario goes against this, right?
Ganzenshu says that Super
Yeah,
Saiyan 2 is
there's a what you call it? There's a what you call it? There's a statement from El Manga Legendaria that states that Super Saiyan Grade 3 is 10 times Super Saiyan 1. And then we know that Super Saiyan Grade 3 is weaker than Goku's Master Super Saiyan.
I want that statement and its date.
Where's I got you. I can show you the statement. It's it's from the El Manga Legendaria guide.
Can you get the
It's
date of its say?
no. Well, why would I? I'm trying to find this fucking statement. I'm trying to see if it's like a. Wait, let me see which one it is. The translator. Ugh. Give me 1 second. I need the toilet. I'll be back in like 2 or 3 minutes. I'll find the scam whilst I'm on toilet. That one for one. Here's the statement of. Here's the guide from El Manga Legendaria. There's the translated part at the bottom, in which is relevant. It goes, Trunks acquires a force 10 times higher, but movement capacity is more limited. So, yeah,
Give the date on El Manga Legendario.
I don't. You can look it up
Is
real quick. You can just type it in. It's not that deep.
There's no release date listed for El Manga Legendario.
It says 2000. Wait, when does Daisen Shoes come out? Trying to think of that as well.
Zenchu 7, which is where my scan's from, came out February 25th, 1996.
I'm looking at this. It say so.
Is
Well,
it
from what I'm
Kanzenchu?
seeing, from what no. From what I'm saying, I'm checking on this thing. It's the Legend of El Manga Legendario. It the date listed is 2008. From what I see,
What source are you using?
El Manga Legendario. Like, wait,
Send a
the
scan of what you're seeing.
it's. yeah. Let me see if I can translate this to. Let's translate this to English and translate. One sec. It's what you call it? Yeah, it's from what is. Let me screenshot it. In fact, make it easier. Here you go. Yeah, there you go. It's published Spanish, Greek, Italian, French. The edition of Sal, the editor was published 2008 in Spain.
Okay, if you do upscale it, you do know this becomes an axiom for the debate based on Super Saiyan strength, right?
They're from mine, sure. And then
It works for mine. It's an axiom of the entire debate.
why?
Remember that debate I had with servers a while back about Dragon Ball being illogical?
Try
And
that on
that.
me. Try it on me. How dare you?
I am. You just
No,
can't.
try it.
Just
Try it, because I gave you the debunk, which means I already have a rebunk ready.
Right.
I don't give out
You
my
just
actual
can't.
debunks.
By the way, you do realize El Manga Legendario is applicable to GT2, right?
We're already
It's really-
finished past your. We're already past your thing. I don't agree to you backtracking. We're already
Right,
past your
but
scaling. We're already past
you're
your scaling. I
changing
don't agree
strength
to
to
you.
Super Saiyan in general.
I'm changing it for mine. Already
You
past
can't
yours.
do that.
You can't argue it for yours now. Again, it's not fair.
You can't change
Not
it.
fair in the slightest. You can't just go back and choose whenever you want to re-argue your point, in which everything becomes redundant, and I can just go into an infinite regression of me going back to any point at any time I want to in the future, right? And you can't say anything about it at that point. It's not fucking fair. Right? I don't care. I don't agree to you backtracking.
Even if you didn't. El Manga Legendario only shows Ultra Trunks. Say
Which
shit
is
about Super Saiyan 2.
no, that's not what I'm told you. I'm getting the Super Saiyan Grade 3 thing first. The Ultra Trunks thing. That's what Super Saiyan Grade 3 is.
Super Saiyan 2 is directly stated as 2 times
Two
Super Saiyan
times
Grade
Super
1.
Saiyan 1. No, it's not
Like
grade
grade
1. It
1.
just says it doesn't say grade 1. It just says 2 times Super Saiyan 1. The reason don't you think it's suspicious how they labeled the exact power level of the original Super Saiyan transformation when Goku used it on Namek, but they didn't list Super Saiyan 2 as 100 times. They listed it 2 times because we know that characters can change the form in which they're using in Super Saiyan, like Super Vegeta or Ultra Trunks, and then Master Super Saiyan Goku.
Literally said that the first two were just swelling your muscles with ki to make your physical attack stronger.
It's just implied. It's yeah, but it decreases your speed. Yeah, it makes your attack stronger, so he's 10 times stronger.
Maybe physically, but not ki wise.
No, he is. That's the key.
Doesn't make your chi stronger.
Why not?
Literally say it just bulks up your muscles. That's how you get stronger from it.
It
Fuck does
bulks up
chi
your
have to do
muscles.
with muscles?
No, so they bulk up. How do they bulk up their muscles? What with
By
key?
forcing more chi into it.
Oh, so forcing more chi into it. So it's a chi thing, right? Stupid bit. No,
They
my fault.
literally say
I
it
didn't
only
wanna. I
increases
didn't.
physical strength.
It doesn't say all increase physical strength.
There's nothing saying it increases the strength of your chi. Almost everything we see done in that form is physical. Almost no blasts are used in it.
So the fact that blaster used means they're or at least
What do
like
you mean
usable.
so?
So you said they're
No
almost
shit,
never
they're
used,
used.
which means they're used. If they're used, why would he use them if they're the same power as normal Super Saiyan? It doesn't make
There is
sense.
literally one blast used in them. That would be Vegeta's final flash. He had like a minute to charge that up, so it's not applicable.
He's not using Ultra, but
He
Vegeta can.
bulks up even more than he does in Grade 2 when he uses the final flash.
No, he doesn't.
It
Just
does.
pulsates. Just pulsates. It's like a dick about to come. Just pulsates.
Why was that your go-to analogy?
It just works, doesn't it, nigga?
Gay confirmed.
Nah.
Okay. But he's just swelling his muscles. He's trying to transform, it looks like. Or his ki is just overloading his body.
So his key has an effect on his strength. It's just increased physical enhancement. You can do that. Well, since he can do that with his physical enhancement, he can do that with his key, right? Considering he uses key to do it. You just output that key more.
He's charging his ki for a full minute. That's what the anime shows. He literally charges against Cell for a minute, and Cell just says, I'll let you do it.
Wait, what'd you say? I was in the middle of a Brawlhalla game, my fault.
Cell literally lets Vegeta charge for a full minute to shoot the final flash. We agreed that the longer you charge an attack, the stronger it is.
So I'm talking about
Any,
Trunks
it
here.
wouldn't be a. He uses grade 2. Would be logical to assume it would work the same for grade 3 since they're achieved the same way. Literally just bulking yourself up.
No. What you call it? There's no impact in speed on Super Saiyan Grade 2. We
So
know
this is just
that
it's a little bit slower.
if Vegeta used the Ki Blast out of all things, if his power level was increasing by so much, 10 times is more than like the maximum for like what you call it? Is more than the maximum for like Gallic Gun, based on what we
Which would be 3
established.
times.
Yeah. So why would he use that if he knows his physical muscles are better? Wouldn't he just gone for a normal punch? It doesn't make sense. Instead, considering that what you call it? Considering that Cell was like, "I'll let you hit me." So if you let him hit you, don't think his punch would have done more damage. You're...
Because he already tried using a kick.
Okay, so
Chi
then the
is
Ki
shown to
Blast
do
is
more.
stronger.
Chi is just stronger than physical attacks in general.
That's not true. Because we know that characters can block Ki Blast.
Goku, when he first uses Kamehameha, blatantly shows Chi blasts are better. Even with no charge, Chi blasts are significantly better.
One sec. You have to wait until I finish this game. I'm in an intense matchup. Ooh. Oh. But no, we know that Key Blaster like continuously blocked by physical attacks. So the actual it being stronger than Ki, it doesn't really make sense. And considering that like the way that they get their stronger bodies.
It's by training their ki. Toriyama has actual statements saying there is a limit to the physical strength a fighter can reach. From that point on, they have to train their chi. That is one of his actual statements from the manga.
Yeah, and they use their Ki to enhance their physical body.
Yes, chi above body.
No, because they use the same body to since you said they enhance it with Ki, they use the same physical body to block Ki attacks, so they would have
By
no
enhancing their chi
difference.
even
They
further.
had no difference after having their Ki enhanced.
Makes their body significantly stronger. That's why Goku, when he lets his guard down, can be killed by a fucking ray gun. Because he's no longer using his chi to enhance
Because
his body.
that doesn't matter. Doesn't go against the Ki enhanced physical strength over or for Ki over Ki enhanced physical strength. Doesn't change anything.
Vegeta, when he kicked Perfect Cell, literally says, "I kicked you with everything I have."
Oh, I just killed him. All right, so I can get back to it. So yeah, no, that doesn't like make a difference. Like the key enhanced muscles is chi plus your muscles. So if anything, your punches and kicks should logically be stronger, right? Unless you're trying
Show
apart from charge ki blast, because charge ki blast is the influx of ki over a certain period of time, right? That's different. I don't care about that. What I'm talking about is like normal key blast. You know when they shoot out normal key blast, the little fucking the little balls. They go boom, 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 and people block that with their physical body enhanced with key. So there's not a definitive key over like strength aspect, right? It's just
there
a
is.
what you call it? No, there isn't.
Vegeta's
There's
main
only a.
desperation move is Chi
I
Blast.
just agree. No, what I'm saying is right is I'm saying that this 10 times increase applies to both physical strength and chi strength, considering he uses ki blasts, right? And because we know that you can block ki blasts with your physical strength whilst you're enhanced with ki, right? He wouldn't be using this if it didn't increase at all, right? It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. Like I don't know what to tell you. In fact, hey, BlankRaza, let me see if I can put it in like really easy terms for you. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, so let's say we have Goku with these like chi enhanced muscles, right? He fires off ki blasts because he knows they'd be effective. And with people relative to him, they can still block his ki blasts and stop blocking his punches the same way, right?
I guess. What are you going
Yeah,
with
yeah.
this?
So what I'm saying is because of the fact that they're able to do this like to a similar level, I don't think there's a discrepancy in terms of like normal key attacks to key, apart from like charge key blast, which charge key blast enhance yourself beyond what you're already at in terms of physical strength. That's a bit different. I don't care about that. I'm talking about normal key blast and normal strikes, which is what we're talking about right now. And if these normal strikes were like let's say 10 times stronger than what they were before, if the key didn't increase as well, and we know that 3 times is the max for Vegeta in terms of like increase of power, then don't you think that it would have been logically a lot better, or logically you wouldn't have done anything if you used if you used it against Cell, yet it did so much? The only logical reason we can come up with this for is just saying that because of this, we can say, well, Vegeta's key has to increase as well. Otherwise, if his physical attacks did nothing, and his physical attacks have a stronger increase than what his charged key blast do,
They'll let his
then
guard down for the final
it'd
flash, and
just
then
be a logic. It'd just be no. He didn't like let his guard down. He put his guard in the same way. Right? He just tried to block it with his physical body, which he did for Vegeta's kicks. So
you
if
can
you want to
see
say he let
him
his
be
guard down that
surprised
way,
when
if you want to let his guard down in that way, right? If you want to say let his guard down that way, he let his guard down in that way for the punches too. So the punches should have logically still done more damage because he let Vegeta attack him.
We can see him
Would he not?
actively be surprised. And even then, he makes fun of Vegeta for being such a
Yeah,
weak
because
bitch.
the increase in power. But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying because of the increase in power, right? I'm saying that the key has to increase with the physical strength as well. That's what I'm saying. It's more logical for us to say that the key increases with the physical strength because what increases your physical capability when we talk about the grade 2 and grade 3 is the increase in key to your muscles or the increase in
Physical strength
key
is increased by ki,
reinforcement to your
but
strength.
ki is not increased by physical strength.
That's fine. That's not what I'm saying.
That's what you were saying. You said ki was
No,
increased
I
by physical
wasn't.
strength.
No, I wasn't. That's just blatant wrong.
You're
I just said
backtracking.
no. I'm not. Stop being weird. Right? Never said that in life. Right? What I said was, and I'll reiterate it now. I'm saying that when his power level in terms of his physical strength increased, his key increased as well. Because the way that his physical strength increased is because he outputted more key. I'm saying that because the correlation is that key increased his physical strength, that the key would also have this increase. Because it's just logical. Otherwise, why would the key only have the increase on the muscles, but not the increase on its own attacks? Which you say are superior, quote unquote. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I'm not trying to like foot you around or anything. I thought that's why I was like, let me try and put it in like more simple terms, because like I was trying to put it in a way in which you'd understand. Because I knew it was like a miscommunication between us two. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. You're doing good though. To be fair, I'll give you that. I'll probably give you Super Saiyan 2. Oh, you got it. Oh, apparently you've already got it. W. Who gave it you?
I'm only a Super Saiyan 1.
Oh, it says Super Saiyan.
A
Oh
2 is the
no.
counter of how many people are online and in the
Yeah.
rank. See next to base one, it says
Wait.
35.
You can have Super Saiyan 2. I'll get you. You got Super Saiyan 2 now. I'll get you that. You did it alright. Considering I already said I'm not like fucking around with you. I'm at least trying to an extent. I'm trying to the extent where in which is just not like. But yeah, but the 500 times increase thing. What were we arguing that for?
I don't know.
The 500 times increase is just like the natural thing now, I guess, for me anyway. But BlankRaza, from now on, right? After this debate, I'll show you how to argue the 500 times increase, right?
Right.
And then you can use it, so then you don't ever get like sidetracked like you don't ever get like backstabbed like this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then
I'm still arguing.
you'd have to backtrack, which I already said I don't agree to, so we can't do that. We'd
That
have to
would make
backtrack to your
Dragon
eyes.
Ball
We
illogical.
already set your. No, we just say that we're using two different continuities, which is fine.
They're applicable to the same continuity.
No, it's just because we're using a debate in which we use the same continuity, but we're using like a cross-verse multiplier scaling, so we'd have to say that we're using different continuities to make it like easier to understand for everyone else. Just be all
Manga
logical.
Legendario did not exist for Dragon Ball Super.
Didn't exist in your head.
It existed for GT's run.
It didn't exist for GT's run.
Anything, it existed for Z.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like it's what's called. It'd just be a different continuity considering I'm using this version and you're not using the El Manga Legendario adapted version. That's what I'm saying.
I
It'd
had
just be
one
a
fan that would
different
have
continuity.
instant would this for me.
Yeah.
Like, I legit have one that would have instantly won this for me.
Just show me this after then. Show me it
Okay.
after then, because we've already gone past it. I'll actually want to see that because that'd be funny. But yeah, well, at least I've got that down. I'll come back to that later. But the what's call it, the logical inquiry. Oh yeah, back to the Super Buu thing though. Yeah, Goku says he's weaker than he wouldn't be able to fight Super Buu, and he then fights like fairly evenly with Kid Buu at full power when he's using full power anyway. So yeah, I think he'd get like. I think it's just logical for us to say that the Kid Buu thing is just like a plot-induced stupidity point. Just something for the sake of the plot to make like Goku and Vegeta have a reason to fight like for the
Or
sake of killing.
plot-induced power
Because
up.
plot-induced stupidity like either renders someone like useless or like increases their physical capabilities for the plot. Like the plot being like in this case, the reason why they've done this is because you know how Goku doesn't want to kill. The Goku hits to kill.
More often than not, he does kill.
No, he hits it. He hits it. He didn't even want to kill Frieza.
He slaughtered all of the Red Ribbon Army. He only really
That was him
adopted
as a kid. That was him as a kid, though. But we're talking about like a later on version. So
he only
we're
really
talking-
adopts Mercy around Piccolo Jr.
that's fine. Well, at the time we're talking about, he's adopted this.
Yeah.
So it's fine. It doesn't really matter. So that Red Ribbon Army thing doesn't really matter. But what you call it? But yeah, for Goku, it's just like a plot-induced stupidity point for Goku to have to kill in a sense because he hates it. We can at least agree on that. So Buhan would be over. Buhan is only able to like cause damage to like a 4D realm, and he's not able to do that by himself. He has to bring in external objects to do that.
No, he just powered up.
Yeah, he powered up, but he's bringing in external objects for powering up. Did you know that?
And Dende's statement
So
was
I will
he's
say that
shattering the barriers.
I will say that that's his power. Yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying it's like a limited to a 4D scope. I'm not saying that
Dende
because
said he
I'm
was
saying the Battle of
collapsing all
Gods.
the different.
I'm saying that Battle of Gods is like a what's called. I'm saying that Battle of Gods is beyond this 4D scope.
Yeah, but Dende said he was shattering the dimensions around him. The dimensional walls and forcing every other dimension to fall on the mortal realm, therefore crushing it.
Yeah, the
But
mortal realm.
Yeah, but the barriers
Which is
around
why
them would scale to them.
No, I'm saying that the what you call it? I'm saying that the destroying the mortal realm thing is a 4D scope. I'm saying that that's the extent of it because it says the mortal realm rather than destroying the entire macrocosm. You know what I mean? Like, it's just more logical to
Yeah.
say it's a 4D scope rather than like heaven itself. But especially because of the
his-
plot-induced stupidity point I presented already. So now because of that, we can say that Goku then scales to 60 scope. Using with Battle of God scaling, and then you'd have an inaccessible boost in terms of Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue over Super Saiyan God. Super Saiyan Blue would have a larger inaccessible increase in power. So Super Saiyan Blue would be over Super Saiyan 4 in terms of strength. I think that's the way we're going. I think it's most logical. I think that's fine.
You could
you did
already
good.
argue that Goku was 60 in the Buu saga.
Yeah, but I don't think so. I think he
Heaven
only
was
scaled
60.
to the. Yeah, but existing in 60 realm doesn't automatically make you 60.
Buu was going to destroy Heaven.
Yeah, and we already chalked that up to plot-induced stupidity, so it doesn't actually scale to them.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did. We already did that. I already said it was plot-induced stupidity because we
Yeah.
already know that a stronger version of Boo is only on a 4D scope, and
We
I
said
chalked it up to plot-induced
Kid
stupidity.
Buu
So,
over Buhan was plot-induced stupidity.
hey, yeah, but the Kid Buu over Buhan like reasoning is the fact that he's going to destroy the realm, right? And
It's not the reasoning
since
for it. It's just
no,
an
no,
author
no, no,
statement.
no, wait, one sec. So because of this, right? We have to say that Kid Buu, because of this, what we've already established, we have to say Kid Buu is below like Buhan, right? Yeah,
Because it's
and Kid
stupid
Buu's
doesn't mean it's not true.
That's not. I'm saying it's not true because we have to say that Kid Buu, based on what we've already established, Kid Buu is below Buhan, and Buhan only has the power within a 4D scope.
Your main thing about Kid Buu being above Super Buu or below it, or the plot-induced stupidity, was because Goku couldn't fight Super Buu, right?
Saying he wasn't able to take on Super Buu. He already states
Yeah,
this. He says he would. He
that's
says he
because
would
they were
die.
inside of him.
Yeah,
And
they said if we went.
state-
They said it. They state if we went out now, we die.
stated that the power was shrank massively while they were inside of him.
No, they said that if we went outside now, we die.
Prove it. Show me the statement.
Yeah, I got you. It's in the manga and in the anime. Let's find it.
Bring in an anime scan.
I'll have to find it.
You're debating
Try
for
and
the
can you
anime
can you do me
continuity.
can you do me a favor? Can you try and find the episode for Boo whilst I try it as well? Just because it might be like a bit faster.
Which episodes again?
Versus Super Goku inside Super Boo episode. I'm gonna try and find the episode. And I the Boo. Apparently it's episode 273.
All right, I'm on my site right now. I'll go to it.
Yeah, try and see if
273 of Z.
yeah, try and see if you can go on to episode 273. It is towards the end of it before they like end up like going out and teleport somewhere. But yeah, they say well, if we went out now, we'd die.
Have a rough time, Sam.
I've not a clue, mate. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm watching the episode. I'm at 17 minutes of 273.
Mm-hmm. Is it whereabouts are they? Are they like is it after they've taken out all the like what you call it? Taking out all
They
the
were
balls?
they were in his stomach at that point.
Yeah. Are they have they fought Gohan already?
Just got to the worm part.
As if they're about to leave, then it says it there.
They don't leave in 273.
Try and find I'll try and find like a scan of it, like through Google Images or something.
I'm on that where they fight the duplicates. Goku and Base fights the Ultimate Gohan.
Yeah, but you like you see him in Super Saiyan doing the same, like doing just as well. Like so, it's like a fluctuating power thing for Gohan.
Goku at the end of the fight was also in Base.
Um, because after the fight, I finished. Yeah, that's the point. It's like a fluctuating thing. It's just a fighting.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm saying it's
I
like
have
it's too weird. It's too weird to scale. All right, we already went past this already, so stop trying to go back to it. Trying to find it.
I'm still trying to find that we'll die if we go out thing.
Yeah, it's like just before the end of like around. It's around the time we're just about to go out.
Alright. I'm on episode 275.
Mhm. I've got the manga statement, but it's not useful for now. It's definitely it's on 275. It's on 275, BlankRaza. Can you hear me? I
I'm on
found a
275.
reaction video to it on YouTube.
Just straight up fucking pirating it.
Oh baby.
Where I'm at, Goku agrees to just blow his way out.
Yeah. But he says that Goku he's stronger than us either way. He says if we go we'll die if we go out like this. But they end up agreeing to do that because they'll like go to like the Cairo.
Oh, fuck, you're right. I found it.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Know what I'm saying?
So,
Know what I'm saying? I told you, my Dragon Ball knowledge is fire. Especially on Z. You know what I mean?
but that doesn't make sense. He fought Ultimate Gohan as a Super Saiyan. And Ultimate Gohan beat the
Yeah, then
dog
it
shit
just
out of
means
Super
that
Buu.
like it just means at this point then like Ultimate Gohan just was like considering he was doing the same thing in base to Super Saiyan, like all we have to say is just that it's like it just like doesn't scale to Ultimate Gohan.
And there are
Yeah.
statements that say they're as strong as the
Yeah,
original.
the statements are sure, but the feats contradict the statements. Like I said, if feats are over statements if a contradiction arises. You know what I mean?
Means Goku Super Saiyan 3 and Vegeta Super Saiyan 2 are below Super Buu.
I don't see a problem with that.
But there are other contradictions, such as the omnipotent narrator saying Kid Buu is stronger.
He's not omnipotent. We already went over this. I said he wasn't omnipotent, and then we went past it. So there's like you just
When
lost that point.
When did you say him about not being omnipotent?
I said it earlier. You didn't use who's omnipotent. I mean, he's not omnipotent. And the word you're using is the word you want to use is omniscient, but omnipotent works anyway. What do you call it?
Omniscience.
Yeah, well, the word omnipotent. I get what you mean by omnipotent, so I didn't want to like correct you on it. But omniscience. I said he's just like the author. The author isn't infallible. They can be. The statements can be contradicted by things that are shown in the show, like feats. Because
There are statements
statements.
within the last 5 years of Kid Buu being stronger by Koyama, the man who wrote this.
Fuck Kayama. He's just a screen rat.
Yeah,
And
but
again, just doesn't. No, I don't
he
care.
wrote
His
the
feats
anime
contradict
version.
it. Feats contradict it. His feet contradict it. So I don't know what to say. If feats contradict the statements, so the statements aren't used. Even if there's it's like if you go to court, right, and you're watching it, and there's like 17 different people that said a black man raped and stabbed a white woman, right, inside a
Yeah.
restaurant, and then there's camera footage showing a white man doing it. Would you still take the 17 people saying that the black man did it, or would you take the camera footage?
In this case, the camera footage would be like Koyama.
Yeah, the camera. No, because the camera footage isn't stating anything. It's just showing a feat, showing what's happening. So same as the anime. The anime is just showing what's happening, and showing it to be wrong.
If anything, Koyama's the stabber. He would know who did it because he did it.
But Kayama's stronger. He's not infallible. Death to the author fallacy, or death of the author fallacy. Um, the author has no like upsurge above hers in terms of our interpretative abilities. Considering if we have feats that contradict what the author says, we can't just say the author's still right. It just doesn't make sense.
But shouldn't an author statement trump everything?
No,
Then you give extra context.
that's why we have
to
death of the author. That's why we have the death of the author fallacy. Are you aware of that?
What's the death of the author fallacy?
You want me to give you I'll give you like an actual definition.
All right.
Okay. Because then it'll like, and then I'll like, what do you call it? What do you found? Let's see. The death of the author fallacy is, ooh, that's a weird way to put death of the author fallacy.
Basically, just saying that the author is wrong about their own story.
It's not. It just says that when Let me go on VSBW. VSBW puts it really easily. It's a lot easier for me to look at. Let me find Death of the Author real quick.
Wait a minute. Goku fought Super Saiyan as a Super Saiyan.
Wait a
but he
sec,
fought
wait a sec, wait a
Gotenks.
sec. Don't add extra arguments. Wait
Alright.
until I'm finished.
So
It's
this
like
is what
shock. It's like shotgunning. You know what I mean?
a bit of a dick
You know what
move.
shotgunning is?
Where you just throw out a bunch of shit and see what sticks.
No, it's just providing two different. It's providing more than one argument, and the reason why I'm providing more than one argument without having proper refutation or proper like conclusions based on the argument is it stops your opponent from being able to argue against both of them, and it just doesn't show like any sort of it doesn't like help, if you know what I mean. Like it doesn't help like the arguments. You're just trying to like rat your way into a win because someone can't refute one of your arguments. You know what I mean?
So, for lack of a better phrase, it's just being a dick.
Should be in a dick, yeah.
Doesn't servers do that?
Yeah.
I knew something fishy was going on when I debated him on the Reddit.
Look, it does it like trying to find this fucking Death of the Author policy. Um so basically all it says is that the the author you shouldn't be able to take into account any sort of like the author doesn't have so you know after the author's finished his work, right?
Yeah.
When he makes interpretations based on his work, what basically all it says is he's not infallible. Like his statements can be taken as untrue if we have a contradiction that has been presented to show it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think I get what you mean.
Yeah, so like if like um it's it's about like it's about like how we shouldn't take into account the author's interpretation or biographical facts when coming to an interpretation of his own work. Right? We shouldn't just take what he says as fact because we know that if we find some statements that disagree with this, right, we can say that it's wrong. You know what I mean?
Basically saying retcons are bullshit.
Most of the time, yeah. Unless they like give like a significant reason on why and stuff like that, and they back it up with facts and stuff, and it's non-contradicted. If it's not contradicted, then it's fine. But I'm saying there is a contradiction, so we can't use it. You know what I mean?
Alright, so is that all you want to say about Death of the Author?
Just want to say it's like yeah. So basically, I just wanted to say we can't use Koyama's statement as like
There's another
100%
statement.
infallible fact. We just
There
all these statements. I'm just gonna tell you, you can't bring statements into this because feats just contradict it. Feats are
Yeah,
overstatements no matter what.
There's a feat that contradicts this
What
statement,
feat?
though. Super Saiyan 3 Goku versus Buhan. Buhan,
He
Bootanks. Bootanks.
no Bootank should beat the shit out of him.
Goku holds on is actually able to buy time for Gohan to find the earring.
Yeah, but Super Saiyan 2 go. It's like a plot and just stupidity thing. It's like how Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta is able to hold off Kid Buu despite getting his ass kicked repeatedly multiple times.
Base Goku was able to cut off Bootanks' tentacle. Cut him in half.
Let me see this.
Teleported.
Goku versus Bootanks. Well, to be fair, their like durability doesn't really matter in terms of like Bootanks. Bootanks tends to like um Bootanks tends to like just he gets caught up a lot easier because he can just regenerate. It's like a biological thing.
But we have seen Blue actually blocking or Boo blocking punches.
Not every time. He just keeps getting fucking beat up. I can't find something that he does. He doesn't get. I think.
He's able to dodge a serious attempt
What's
by
that?
Boo Tanks at the beginning.
That's because he had like a ample time to do it. He had
He's
like a
taking
large
hits and
he had a large distance like in terms of like where they were. So he had like an aim dodge type thing. I know. And then the other wait, what's that? Oh, yeah, no, he doesn't actually do anything. Bootanks reverts back to like Bukalo before like Goku even hurts him. He gets like he gets like hurt in his head and he can't move or anything. It's like a it's like a fighting with his emotions type thing. The guy was at his full power anyway. And it's
Boo
like
Tanks gets
for another thing, like it's a big thing in Dragon Ball for them to have like plot induced stupidity, if you know what I mean. Like a plot induced stupidity just so that they don't die continuously. Because we know that they like have like butt fucks levels of strength or more. And then they're like, yeah, I can do whatever I want now. But like they're just like they don't kill the main characters because if they killed the main characters and stopped them from beating them, right? Or stop them from winning the fight, right? Then we wouldn't have a fucking Dragon Ball show. You know what I mean? Everyone would be dead. You know what I mean?
yeah. We wouldn't have Dragon Ball if they
We
didn't
wouldn't have
have
Dragon
plot
Ball
induced.
if they didn't have disappointing due stupidity stopping them from.
Wait, shouldn't Boo Tanks' durability scale to a strength like every other character?
What? No, with Boo, they like they have like a biological thing where it's like because they can regenerate, they don't have the need for like the same like type of durability.
And we see Boo Tanks actively.
We can say they tank stuff, but it doesn't
No.
like they're just easier to cut off if you know what I mean. Like they're more susceptible to fucking
They're
what's it
more
called
susceptible to the slicing attacks and their
like
blunt force
yeah
trauma.
because of their biological implication. Yeah. You get what I mean though, don't you?
Yeah, like he doesn't. His blunt force durability does not roughly equal his bladed durability, I guess you'd say.
What were you saying?
Like his like punching durability doesn't scale to like a destructo disc.
Yeah, it's like that type of stuff. You know how like Frieza's like technically the same. Like Frieza has like insane durability, but like to a destructo disc, it like doesn't matter.
Yeah, like when he got his tail cut off.
Yeah, stuff like that. It's just stuff like that. It's like a consistent thing in Dragon Ball. You know what I mean anyway. You like know Dragon Ball anyway. Um, but yeah, it's just I think at this point it's probably over and done with. Not gonna lie. After you've lost this point, you've basically lost the rest of it, haven't you?
There are feats for them both being able to destroy heaven.
Again, it's just like a obviously it's a plot induced stupidity thing. We already went over this because
Buhan's
of the
bitch
fact
fit.
Buhan's bitch fit on the state to destroy the mortal realm. We already went over this. He's like power up just went destroy the mortal realm. I think Wuhan only has a 4D scope. I think it's consistently shown for him to have a 4D scope. I think it's like an inconsistent 6D scope. And I think we should go with the consistency over the inconsistency. And then and then because of that, obviously the Super Saiyan God thing works.
I'm saying it because of the method of when she is destroying it.
I'm still saying it's just like, it just doesn't work.
He's
the
shattering
same.
the barriers between the dimensions, right?
He's like, but it's only stated he's going to destroy the mortal realm. So the mortal realm's barriers,
He's
I
saying
guess.
that when the other realms crash
We
down,
already
it will
talked
destroy
about
the
it. We
mortal
already
realm.
talked. You know, it says that there's other dimensions that are going to destroy the mortal realm. It says it's going to
Alright,
bring
but
in multiple dimensions. Look, I can show you. I've got it for you. Don't worry. It just says it's going to bring alternate dimensions. Obviously we're not going to be referencing the heaven realm there because they just say like the Gaia realm. Come on now, pretty blatant.
but there's also refutments for heaven being 4D or 6D.
Do you want to go over that now?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So this is fine as long as I can get this heaven 6D thing, or at least even one dimension higher. Another one.
Can't. The only statements about it are that it's resting literally above them in a spatial
No,
sense.
it makes two different statements. Watch, I'll show you.
Can we pause for a minute?
Yeah, go. Yeah, take your time. Worry about it.
No, like, I gotta go for a second.
About how long? Just
Minute
one
maybe?
idea. Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
I'll be right back.
To refutement it because it makes two distinct statements. It states that it's higher than the heavens, and it states the transcendence. So the higher than the heavens interpretation only works, though it doesn't really work because you have like a higher like dimension anyway. One sec. Oh wait. Okay. Hey, do you understand?
No, give me a second. Because there is another translation of it that debunks that.
Why is that translation more valid than mine?
It comes from an actual translator instead of a program.
So
Like someone who can actually get
I
intricacies in the
think
Japanese language.
I don't see how that like changes the like the human fallibility is greater than robot fallibility. You know that, right? Humans have a greater chance of getting things wrong than robots.
Okay, well, if I say a sentence with sarcasm in it, which would be more likely to actually get it correct? The robot or the human?
Um,
Like if I were to say,
well, the robot would give the same statement. The robot would give the same statement, right? But it
no,
just
like,
wouldn't. It just like the person would. But you'd have to take into context of the show. Like there's something different. You can interpret that yourself. You don't need a translator for
no.
that. That's completely different. If we're
Like if
talking
I
about
were,
like, well, I'm just talking about the interpretation of the words themselves. I'm not talking about like any sort of like emotion behind it. Because obviously in this case, like specifically, they're not going to have like sarcasm. It's about a cosmology guide. That doesn't really apply here. I wouldn't like try to use that analogy, I guess. You know what I mean? Ugh.
uh, the translation I have says that they're literally just sitting above.
Show me that.
Give me a couple of minutes. I've got to
But
find it.
I don't see how that really like discredits my translation. They're not like mutually exclusive in that sense, but like it does say in my translation already that it is higher than them. It just also states something else about the transcendence. It says it transcends dimension that cannot be perceived from the human world, which I think is fine. There's no real like logical discrepancy, and plus I think that obviously since I still think that human error is greater than robot error in terms of percentage. So I think most likely we'd go with the robot. There's an Occam's razor thing. You just assume that the robot is probably more correct because there's less room for error. You didn't do too bad though. I'll give you that, BlankRaza. You didn't do too bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, can I drop a scan that may change your opinion?
Why?
It's on like strength.
On what?
Just this debate.
What do you mean? Like in what kind? Is it to do with your scaling?
Yes. And yours.
Um. Does it help you?
It might.
No.
And I have two that basically refute. Yeah, I have
Okay.
two scans. Just share.
I just gotta. But yeah, no.
Actually, no. I think mine helps you. We're gonna
Why
post
was
it
it
though.
there? Post it
We're gonna-
anyway. Just post it anyway. We'll be able to like examine it after I debate anyway.
But before we go to conclusions, can you at least look at it and see if it changes anything?
There's no
for
real
your-
conclusions. There's no real conclusion things. Like I think I've already won. Like it's pretty blatant anyway. Don't
Hold
need
on a second.
conclusions. I think you and I both know I won. But you got Super Saiyan 2 out of it, so that's good, isn't it?
Look at your scans real quick.
What's that? What's this? That's a game. It's for a game. I use that. Come on now.
Look at the second one.
The mightiest. Super funny. But yeah, no.
I'm shitposting at this point. You win.
Yeah. Good debate. Good debate. I liked it.